Hello and welcome, I'm Halberd and this is my channel Transformers Explained. In these videos I'll be sharing the origins and stories of the much loved characters in Transformers. This week on Transformers Explained I'm going to be focusing on the Generation 1 comic continuity of the Decepticon transporter triple changer Astrotrain. A triple changer is a transformer who has a robot mode and not one but two alternative modes. In Astrotrain's case, a train and a space shuttle. Now, I must admit, Astrotrain is not one of my favourite transporters, but he is the first Decepticon I'm going to focus on because he will always be a core part of Transformers lore after using his space shuttle mode to rescue the Decepticon army from the botched attack on Autobot City Earth. Then the enduring image of Starscream kicking the injured Megatron out of Astrotrain in Transformers the movie. He is a powerful transformer who likes playing mind games, and so is generally a nasty piece of work. In the Generation 1 comic book continuity, Astrotrain was one of Lord Straxus' warriors on Cybertron, operating out of Straxus' fortress Dark Mount in Polyhex. Astrotrain was first seen in the classic UK storyline events of Target 2006, where he is taking part in a planned assassination attempt on Autobot resistance leader Emmerich Zaxxon, before being called back at Megatron's order. Unbeknown to the Decepticons, they would have actually been walking into an Autobot trap. Sometime later, Astrotrain found himself on Earth in what was perhaps his most memorable storyline when he encountered the Scraplets. Scraplets are tiny metal-eating creatures which transform into nuts and bolts, etc. They seem particularly fond of devouring Transformers and have subsequently cropped up in various forms in multiple Transformers continuities throughout the years, since their first encounter with the Decepticon triple changers and Goldbug and Blaster. The Scraplets infected a space shuttle which crashed on Earth. After initially battling for the content of the shuttle, the Autobots and Decepticons were infected by the Scraplets, and seemingly doomed to be eaten alive from their Scraplet infections. Things got even worse when the Scraplets combined to form a giant monster Scraplet. Eventually, Goldbug realised the cure for the infection was simply spraying the Transformers with water, which destroyed the Scraplets. Well done, Goldbug. Astrotrain would act as a background character in a number of storylines, always blasting Autobots until ultimately being destroyed by an underbase-powered Starscream in Buenos Aires, along with his Decepticon triple changer colleagues. However, at some point Astrotrain was repaired as he took part in an attack led by Shockwave on the opening day festivities of Autobot City in 2004. As mentioned, he acted as the emergency escape transport for the Decepticons during the Transformers movie battle. Later, at Starscream's coronation, moments after Astrotrain placed the crown on Starscream's head, he watched as Galvatron destroyed Starscream for his disloyalty. He would appear in a number of other future-based storylines, such as the Big Broadcast based in 2006 and Space Pirates based in 2008. During the Earth Force storyline, Astrotrain and the other Decepticon triple changers were part of Shockwave's faction in the Decepticon Civil War, where he took part in many adventures. In the Marvel Generation 2 comic, Astrotrain showed up as part of the Decepticon force to tackle the armies of G-Axis, and were then soundly defeated. During the events of IDW Regeneration 1, Astrotrain formed part of Megatron's lobotomized zombie army in 2012, which when defeated along with the other Decepticons were piled into a large pit by the Autobots and obliterated from orbit. Astrotrain was a strong and fast capable soldier who rarely came into the foreground, but was usually there in the background doing his bit for the Decepticon cause. If you look carefully, you can find him in most battles. Now, let's check out his toys. Astrotrain was one of the first two triple changer toys released in 1985, the other being Blitzwing. He transforms into both a steam train and a space shuttle. From his bio, it highlights that his function is the dull and boring role of a transport, but he thrives on foes' panic and fear by changing between his three modes and with his ionic displacer rifle. His technical specification and bio identify him as a powerful Decepticon with a speed of 10 and a strength of 9. So unsurprisingly, when he got his first major toy upgrade as part of the Deluxe Classics line in 2006, he was given a new function of PsyOps Warrior, with the psychological warfare role emphasised more in the bio. Although his technical specifications were downgraded slightly, most notably his speed and skill, which seems a bit unusual for a space shuttle. Both the original mould and the Generations mould have been recoloured several times. In addition, there have been other versions of Astrotrain in other continuities. The next major update to Astrotrain was at Voyager scale as part of the Titan's Return toy line in 2016, becoming a triple-changing headmaster. His headmaster companion was Dark Moon, offering Astrotrain cloaking abilities, further developing his PsyOps warrior skills. For some fans, this was the ultimate incarnation of Astrotrain. For others, it was sacrilege turning him into the headmaster. Personally, I think all three versions of Astrotrain are great. In some media, Astrotrain is a big transformer, far bigger than his toy represents. So in 2019, as part of the Siege War for Cybertron toy line, a larger leader class toy has been released. As always, I'd love to hear what you think, so please leave your comments below, along with which characters you'd like me to do next. Thanks for watching, and remember to hit the like and subscribe button if you've enjoyed it, and consider supporting me on Patreon. Until next time, Transformers, roll out!